I'm going to tell you in a second, Doc. I'm sorry I'm going quick because I was told to finish on time. You need to be careful between the relation of the excess copper and iron and high phytate diet reduce the availability of zinc. Heavy losses of zinc occur in athletes, especially when they sweat. So that's why kids who sweat, they have a lot of loss of, as I told you, of chromium, iodine, and zinc. The zinc test. This is I learned from my friend Sam. See, Sam has taught me a lot of things. So I'm grateful for him. All of you are aware of the zinc test. And when I took the zinc test, I flunked the test myself. So I was one of these guys who was zinc deficient. The test is very, very simple. It's based on the detection of gustin, which is a polypeptide in the mouth that distinguishes the metal taste. And the patient is asked not to eat or drink or smoke for about half an hour. And then Sam can fix the solution for you, which is, I don't know what it is. I trust him. He tell me it's sulfate heptahydrate solution, 0.1%. You take about 10 ml, about 2 teaspoons, and then you put it in your mouth and you swish it for about 10 seconds. And this is, you know, the result of the test, and then it's classified as no zinc deficiency, mild deficiency, severe deficiency, or no deficiency. Sam can prepare the solution for you or give you the formula, or it's in your when I took the thing, I was really mildly deficient. No, I take it back. In the beginning, I was severely deficient in zinc. And then I took zinc for a while, and then I stopped it. And I can tell you one thing from my personal experience, because I have a benign prostate hypertrophy, and if I stop my zinc, I will get up once or twice at night to go to the bathroom. When I take my zinc supplement, I will sleep all night without getting up at night to go to the bathroom. So this is a study on doing a research on your own self. And anyhow, let me close over here in a second. Oh, the answer, I'm sorry, to your question. You can use a liquid preparation of zinc sulfate heptahydrate to resupply the metallothionein 1 transport system. For elderly people, we recommend 30 to 60 milligrams. For burns and trauma, you need more. Be careful that your zinc to copper ratio is 10 to 1. As I mentioned, if anybody have any other ideas about this one, please let me know. For kids, I use 0.5 milligram per kilo per day. If you want to go by kilo. But make sure when you administer the zinc to watch for your copper, as I mentioned for you before. Selenium can be depleted with large doses of zinc. So be careful when you give zinc. You have to watch for your copper and watch for your selenium. That's the dilemma that we have. You have to watch for everything. Coffee, phytate, calcium, phosphorus, iron may interfere with zinc absorption. Alcohol will increase your zinc absorption. If you are a boozer, you drink too much, you are zinc deficient. I omitted there's a couple of other things I was talking about, which is the boron and the lithium and a couple of other things, but I'm going to stop right here, and I'm going to close by telling you what happened with my friend Tony, who kept asking me, should I take this, should I take that, should I do this, should I do that, and I kept telling him I don't know, and then he came back mad one day, and I said, what do you know? I looked for every vitamin and mineral known to man, went to Sam, I said, I want these guys in one pill. He said, I can't do it. I said, that's your problem, you do it. He did it. And then we took about 100 patients, which we paid for because nobody will give us any grant to do study on mineral and vitamin. So we spent our own money. It wasn't that much money, but he did a lot of work, and he spent a lot of his money and of Terry's money and my money. And we took, to make the story short for you, we took 100 patients, 50 with type 1, and 50 with type 2. The 50 patients with type 2, some of them, of course, drop out. I will not give you all detail. Probably some other time next year, I'll present all the data for you. The 50 patients with type 1, we divide them into two groups. 25 patients, we put them on real combination of vitamin and minerals. The other 25%, the other 25 kids, we give them fufu dust, placebo, which Sam designed for me. 6 months later, we crossed them over. The guys taking the fufu dust took the real thing. The guys taking the real thing took the fufu dust. The study was double-blind, placebo-controlled, which means neither myself nor the patient knew what he or she is taking. Of course, the kids were smarter than me. They knew when they were taking the real thing. Why? Because your urine was darker. And they felt better. When I switched them from the real thing to the fufu dust, he said, "You are giving me nothing right now." And when I switched them from a fufu dust to the real thing, they said, "I feel different." And anyhow, to make the story short for you, we opened the study a year later. Some of the kids, not all of the kids, but I would say at least 40% of my kids who took the combination of the vitamin and mineral, their A1C dropped on an average by 1.5%. 1% A1C, as you know, is 30 milligram blood sugar, which means if I tell you that your A1C dropped by 1.5%, that's 45 milligram blood sugar. Some kids, their A1C drop as much as 3%. That's 90 milligram drop in blood sugar. And all of you are aware that 1% drop in A1C decreased the diabetic complication by 25%. 25% by drop of 1% in the A1C. And this drop in the A1C, by the way, of 1 or 2% is no different or not any less impressive than any oral hypoglycemic that you can use. Across the board, no exception. Now remember what I said, 40 to 50% of our patients dropped the A1C. They felt better. All the patients, regardless of their problem, their cholesterol went down, their HDL went up, and their LDL came down. So there's no question that also had effect on the lipemic effect of these patients. In closing, I just want to tell you that if you think I know very much, you are wrong. I know very little. And I'm very grateful to Sam that we have this association together. I wish we have the time to discuss all the questions that I brought to your attention in the beginning, but I think I better quit. I have 1 more minute. The issue, why did Adam live until he was 1,000 years and we don't? Why did my grandpa live until he was 117 and I probably will not, and you probably will not? What is the issue of the craving of a pregnant woman? What's the issue of craving to sweet? What's the issue of obesity in this country and the significant increase of diabetes in this country? I really strongly feel that a lot of these problems, a lot of these unanswered questions is related to mineral deficiency. Thank you very much. By